24-inch rod, so I'm going to slide it in all the way. Cinch it down tight, hold on to the screw underneath. And I'm going to set it next to my hole. Alright, I feel like a lot of videos don't do a good job of showing exactly what you need for the iFish Pro 2.0 or any iFish Pro. So first off, what doesn't come in the package, you need a bobber stop. And all that is just a little string deal. You can either tie them yourself or you can buy the little kits. They come on the little straws. You slide it on your line, put it on. Usually those kits also come with a bead. I like a bead, especially for this case, because the knot can slide through this little contraption here. So the thing you need to buy is a bobber stop if you do not already have one. Then once you have your bobber stop on, then you slide on this guy. It comes with, let's just call it, I've been calling it a little contraption, iFish Pro release. I'll just call it a release. That might not be the right term, but that's what I'm going to refer to it as. You can have it this way or this way. It only goes in one way. You're going to put it in that top section. Once you tie that on, then you can tie on your jig or hook of choice. I've got this little chartreuse. It's a little glow, and this one will help, one, bring that minnow down, but also it's got a pretty good hook on there, so it's going to keep that minnow. I can get a good hook set with a hook like that. So this is how you set up your iFish Pro. I had a feeling that a lot of videos that I watched didn't go over exactly how they had this rigged. So then all you're gonna do, that bobber stop goes at whatever height you're fishing. So we were fishing at 9 feet, so I had this slid all the way to 9 feet, so it would be way inside there. You can pull out your line and you can kind of just slide this guy all the way up to wherever you think. We can zoom this out a little bit if we have to, wherever the bottom is. But when you let your line out, you don't want that little red contraption release to be down by your hook. So as you saw in the video, I held on to this piece and slid it up. I let my jig drop down one side and I slid this all the way up, because this should be right against, when you're fishing, that bobber stop. So this will slide right up here. You have your bobber stop, and when the fish pulls, it's gonna pull and pop that flag whoosh, up. So hopefully that helps. I know I was kind of confused myself when I went to rig this up, and I said, wait, where the heck does my bobber stop go in relation to this little release contraption? I really do think the bead helps, so I would definitely put a bead on. My bobber stop right now is reeled way up in the line, but that's okay. It's supposed to be way up in the line normally. I'm gonna drop my depth finder in. To tell me exactly where that bottom is. But I need this up by me. Give it some more line. So you set this, and you have a little tab here. And I want it just off the bottom, barely off the bottom. And all you do, you spring your flag down, put this tab through, and you're going to set this to fish pulls on this, the flag's gonna go up. You want to stick it into the ground, put it on the light setting. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your drag is set low. So they can run with it. You can see here exactly what we're doing here. Let's turn my ISO up a little so you can see. I've got my slip bobber and a bead, and then I've got that little deal there. I'm in my rod here, 24-inch rod. As soon as the fish pulls on, the flag's gonna come up. My drag is set loose so you can fight it. And we'll be ready. Then you can fight the fish with your rod instead of hand over hand, slicing your hand, possibly losing the hook set on the fish. Doing a little stiffer rod on here just so you have the backbone with braid to set a good hook.